Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel, and in today's video I will be putting away a huge stockpile of photo cards that I have been collecting over the past couple of months, as well as, not sure if you can notice here, but add to some original collections and create some new ones. I will also be reorganizing my CIX binder because I realized that my seunghun collection has outgrown its tiny collect book, so this will be going into my big binder again because this is my miscellaneous group binder, and I will just be essentially showing people what I have amassed over the past couple of months. So stay tuned and hopefully you enjoy this video as well. I will just be doing a quick little flip through here through my infinite collection because I actually have attempted to downsize this recently. So before I had this entire row of Woohyun's solo album photo cards as well, but I decided to attempt to sell one of those versions, and I have also removed a Seunghun Savior page as well. I had a group order that was supposed to come in for a couple months, and I just ended up getting essentially fed up with the group order manager because they kept promising a lot of deadlines and just not sticking to them. And at this point it has been over 10 months since I've joined the group order, and since those photo cards were obviously not going to come in even after repeated promises of, oh, I will send out by this date, the group order manager just refunded me, which I can appreciate, but I guess it really does just go to show that she never had the intentions of sending it out in the first place, but that is fine. But here we can get started on putting away some other photo cards. So this is actually an on and off photo card that I've had for a while. This was my pull from the storage of on and off like A5 binder version. I am trying to sell that one as well, but I decided to keep this card because I just think it's really cute. It's very American in concept, which I'm not sure is an okay thing to say or not, but it just looks like the very stereotypical American, like, football, track and field type of field, which I can appreciate. So this will be going into a collect book, which I don't have with me right now, but this will be putting, this will essentially just go elsewhere. I very briefly flipped through my a.c.e. collection, so this is my June collection, and I am proud to say that I have found my holy grail, and I have found the Vampire MMT set. So I had actually collected Chan's a couple months back through a Instagram seller who was letting him go for pretty cheap, and then I found another person who happened to be selling the entire OT5 set and was offering discounts on bundles, so I decided to snatch up the other four who I was missing. So, unfortunate but funny story regarding this is that I was actually intending to just buy Seunghun's version because I have a friend who biases him, and we were talking about this pre-order benefit set a while back, and she mentioned looking for him, so I wanted to get it I wanted to get it for her as a birthday present coming up. But when I saw that this seller was selling all 5 in one go, and I saw that I could finally actually complete a pre-order benefit set for a.c.e., which is not a goal that I actually had, it's just I really like June's. This was my holy grail photo card for a while. I have been looking for this for over a year at this point, like very actively searching for this, but everything was always out of my price range. But seeing that this person had an entire set, I really honestly just couldn't pass up the opportunity to complete everything. So unfortunately for my friend who I initially was searching for this set for, I will keep searching. She doesn't watch my videos, which is good, so she won't hear this story ever. Maybe when I actually pass off her present to her, because I still am looking for this card. Maybe when it gets to that point of me actually finding another replacement card for her, I can happily gift it to her. So I never told her that I was searching for this card, so she, wouldn't feel any sort of way by knowing that I did find the entire set, and I did find the card that I was looking for her, and not gifting it to her. But I think she would understand because this entire set is just god tier. And I haven't been adding to my ace collection, obviously, because I haven't had any comebacks. But I really just could not help myself with this set, especially because it was so decently cheap too. I think I got the other 4 members for around, I think, $6 each. Which, you know, is not bad to me considering that I have been seeing them sell for 10 each. So I would consider that a win before anything else. I will just be putting in these little spacers just for the sake of like making it just look a little cleaner. And this one unfortunately had my username attached to like a little sticky note, and I'm just trying to clean it off right now. I am incredibly happy with this set. I am finally done. Well, okay, I can't even say that I'm done searching for it because I'm essentially going back and searching for my friend's seunghun's. But for all intents and purposes, I am done searching for this set for myself. And it looks so good. I cannot tell you how happy I was when I saw that this set was on sale, especially because the set was up for a couple of days and I don't think anyone saw it because no one's really collecting Ace right now. But I cannot tell you how unbelievably excited I am to have everything. And the backs match up pretty well. You really can't tell because of how dark it is. But the back is essentially just their album cover. But yes, I am done with that, and now I am moving on to my next page, which will be, I'm gonna skip that. This will be my 17 page. So I have a friend who I go with to K-pop concerts, and a couple months ago I gifted her an Pentagon Invite You album, as well as some extra Zuho photo cards from SF9 that I had, because we actually just share a bunch of fandoms together. And I think because I gifted her that all those months ago, she wanted to kind of return the favor, so she gave me a full Face the Sun album, which was really nice of her because it was a gift. I obviously wasn't expecting anything back from it. And she was doing me a favor by letting me offload my extras that I couldn't sell or trade away. And because she's someone who I meet up with in person, it was just a lot easier for me to just physically hand things to her. Actually, I take that back. I mailed her the Pentagon album and Zuho photo cards because we didn't know what concerts we were going to see each other at next. But I did end up seeing her like 2 or 3 times over the past couple of months. We do live a little far away from each other, so we only see each other for concerts, but it's nice to have someone to go to a lot of K-pop concerts with. And so she gifted me a full Face the Sun set, which I'm so incredibly flattered that she even thought of me. She mentioned it a couple months back when I sent her the Pentagon album, and I was hoping that she forgot about it, but obviously it looks like she hadn't. So now I have a Face the Sun album, including the highlighter, which I'm actually really happy with. I'm not sure if you can tell, considering that this one has a bunch of photo cards in and this one is thin and flimsy. But I'm actually using 2 different type of Ultra Pro pages right now. So this is the regular one, which is kind of flimsy. But this one over here is the Platinum page. So as you can tell, even without these spacers in between that do kind of keep the thickness of the page, the Platinum page is just a lot more sturdy. There's not as much bending with the actual pages itself. And this one is kind of floppy, while this obviously just has a lot of structure to it. So that's a quick segue, but if you are planning on adding more photocard pages, I would definitely recommend the Ultra Pro Platinum because I think it's only $2 more than the regular on Amazon for the same number of pages. And structure-wise, you really just do get a better deal out of it. But that is my quick segue before I move on to putting away my Cosmic Girls photo cards. So as of the date of me filming this, which is late February, or mid-February, it's a couple days after Valentine's Day, the Cosmic Girls still have not renewed their contracts. So I know that is a big thing with Ujungs, who are their fan base. I would not consider myself an Ujung yet. Yes, I am collecting Cosmic Girls, but I'm really only collecting their latest comeback because I like it so much. And it's... well, I guess it's too early for me to say whether or not I will become a Cosmic Girls fan, because I feel like I can only truly say I am a fan of someone after a comeback of theirs. I was kind of around during their last comeback, which was the last sequence. I got into them I think maybe just like a week before last sequence, or I definitely watched last sequence as it was happening, so I was watching the shows as it was airing. I think I probably watched the comeback like a week after it happened. I've always had or not always, but very recently, before I was getting to Cosmic Girls, I had a very loose interest in them, and honestly for like a stupid reason. So they were on Queendom a couple months back, and I remember reading a comment talking about how someone was criticizing Cosmic Girls for being too competitive on a competition show, which to me was probably one of the funniest comments that you can make about someone who's currently competing on a show where there's only one clear winner. And for some reason, I'm not sure why, but that one comment really just made me want to check them out, which is exactly what I did. And so I did end up loving last sequence a lot. Definitely one of my favorite title tracks for 2021. And so I decided to collect their photo cards because they are ridiculously cheap. I think I got each of these photo cards for around $2. And I do have, I think, 2 more coming in. And they're here. They're in my P.O. box. I just haven't had the time to collect them yet. But this collection is essentially done, and potentially just in time for their contract renewal or disbandment, or before some members inevitably leave. There's still not a lot of talk about who is renewing and who's not, so we're all kind of in the blind. But I am a casual enough fan of Cosmic Girls where I think I would still tune into their comebacks. I would still tune into their comebacks regardless, because I do really like their music, but I think in terms of like continuing to stan or actively following their schedules, because I don't even do that now. I wish I had the time, but Cosmic Girls are the only girl group I follow, and they are a 2016 group, which is a trend with me. I do like those third gen groups. And because they're 2016, there's just a lot of content to go back and search, so I'm still very baby/passive in my getting to know them. But I know them enough to like Yodam and Unso the most, and I split these up by album versions. I definitely know that these two are my biases. If these two happen to leave the group, I'm not sure if I will continue to want to backtrack with Cosmic Girls and get into them anymore. But if they continue on, then I will continue on. That will give me renewed vigor in actually wanting to get to know them. But it is a stressful time thinking about this and thinking about Pentagon and thinking about SF9. Not all that fun at the same exact time. And K-pop is a hobby given this entire binder, so I will not be thinking about it. I will just be happy that I got these cards because these are so gorgeous. They're so pretty, they're so fun. I really just have a good time just very passively getting into them. So I can complete this page soon. I'm not sure whether or not I will complete it on camera because it's just 2 photo cards to put away. But look at them, they're so pretty, and this is my only girl group collection that I have. I do have one miscellaneous girl group photo card from Yuji, who's in Bestie, but now she's a musical performer. But this is my little mini Cosmic Girls collection. There will be no back collecting for them because there's just too many eras and too many expensive cards, especially for Unso, who is a little more popular than Yodam. But that is it for this part of my binder, and up next I will be putting away a quick Pentagon photo card. Actually, now that I open it up, I am wondering why I am going to put away my Pentagon collection. I think it's because I have the you know, like 2 cards for it, which isn't a lot. But I am technically also putting away my CIX photo cards, which will be actually going into that other big binder that I just put away, but that's fine. So for Pentagon, I am still on the lookout for this card, Yoan's Demo 2, and Kino's Positive. They are available. I do see them exist. I just think they're a little out of my budget right now, which is funny considering that I am back collecting SF9, but we're not talking about that. But it's fine. Yeah, so they do exist. They're there. I am ignoring them until their prices go down, which is hopefully soon. But right now, I will just be putting away my 2 Kino photo cards, one which is the QB pre-order benefit and one which is Kino's regular Season's Greetings card. I sold off the rest of my Season's Greetings inclusions to essentially offset some of the international shipping prices for my joiners because it ended up being a little pricey. But this is just what I'm putting away today. Not really adding to my Pentagon collection. Come here. Yes, not really adding to my Pentagon collection. There's a lot going on fandom-wise, and I don't see any cards that I'm interested in buying on the market. And unfortunately, I think sooner or later I will be one of those people who's contributing to a buyer's market because there are more people selling than buying photo cards for Pentagon right now. Where are you? But that is okay. This is my miscellaneous page because none of these colors, or I don't have any space on any other pages where I sort by color. So I actually have been thinking about downsizing my Pentagon collection because this is by far my biggest one, and this collection makes me so happy. Like, I am genuinely thrilled with the way I have it, so I don't want to downsize. But in terms of like the sunk cost fallacy, I'm wondering if I should try to get ahead of the curve and sell what photo cards I may not be interested in now before I can't. But at the same time, collecting is not a hobby you try to make money off of. And I'm probably not going to make much money back with Pentagon. And I also do really like all of my cards, so it's like, do I really want to downsize? Because I did work really hard on all of this. And unfortunately, the cards that I would think about downsizing are the ones that probably wouldn't sell. So, back at it with square one. Probably going to keep whatever cards I have now. And I don't know, maybe one day I'll do one of those photo card challenges where you only have 2 pages, like 2 full 9 pocket pages, so only 18 photo cards you can choose to keep out of your entire collection without any discernment to how they look on the page. So I think one of the reasons why I'm so hesitant to downsize my Pentagon collection right now, I actually have, sorry, I forgot about this card, I'm just going to add it to the back. I think one of the reasons why I am so hesitant to downsize Pentagon, according to that 9 pocket or 18 PC challenge, is because I like it just because of the way it looks in the pages. One of the reasons why I am kind of hesitant to downsize my Pentagon collection, just according to number of cards and how much I like it, without any regards to like page layout, is because this entire collection is just so personal to me. I don't think you'll find any other collector who has a similar layout with me because I do everything by color and I collect essentially 4 members plus a Wusok over there and Yanan, so maybe a little more than 4 people, but it's so hard to let go of any part of this collection because even in this page right here where I think I could be very happy getting rid of or selling or trading this bottom quadrant over here, so just looking at this page, I really like the way it looks now, but just in terms of me removing some cards, I think I could be very happy selling off these 4 over here. But the thing is that I feel like this entire page is just so cohesive in its color scheme that the idea of removing these 4 photo cards just doesn't really sit right with me. and then take this page for example, I could probably sell off all the photo cards in this page aside from these chinois over here. But will that make me happy? Because I think one of the reasons why I like this page so much and why I'm so unwilling to take anything out is because of how good everything looks on a 9 pocket. So, I don't know. And even in this page, in terms of what I would keep, I would probably just keep these 5 over here. But will these 5 still look good on another page if I threw them in with the black cards I have here? Or if I threw them in with these dark/pink cards over here? I don't know. So I am back to square one. I really might just keep everything that I have and not downsize Pentagon because they're my favorite people ever. But look at this binder. Like, this is a hefty binder. I really don't think about how many Pentagon cards I have until I realize that each of these pages has at minimum 8 cards, which is a lot. But I am so incredibly happy with it, so I think it really might just stay. I haven't decided if I'm going to trade out my miscellaneous collection and try to finish my Seunghun and Hongsok album photo cards. I don't think I will. They're just kind of hard to find and I'm not really motivated to looking for them right now. But it's okay. I don't need a complete collection to actually be happy, as seen by my missing Kinos. Missing Kino and missing Changwoo. One day I will get these, but until then I am fine with what I have now. And up next I will be putting away my CIX photo cards that I have received recently, and I guess I can do this now, but I also have a bunch of random photo cards that I have through a random photo card trade that I participated in on Instagram. So these are the boys and these are stray kids, so the organizer did do a pretty good job in terms of sorting me the groups that I asked for. I do kind of passively listen to both of their music. I don't actively stan. I have my biases in each, but I don't really pay attention to them outside of when they release music. So I don't really know what I'm going to do with these. I mostly just traded everything else away to get rid of dupes. I'm not sure if I want to trade for my bias, which is Han/Changbin for Stray Kids. And I think Kevin and Changmin for the boys. I also don't know where these cards are from. I think these two are album cards. Christmas Evil and Ordinary, maybe? Is this Ordinary? Not sure. These cards, never seen before in my life. Don't know their value, so I don't know. I feel like if people randomly... Oh, this is for a manhwa, I think. Oh, interesting. Okay, well, regardless, not sure if I'm going to trade these away for my bias, or if I'm just going to reuse them in another random boy group trade. We'll see. So here I will be doing something fun and taking out my entire CIX seunghun collection from it's a little tiny collect book, which is just 1 pocket. So I have actually completed seunghun's entire album photo card collection. It is the only complete collection that I have. And it might, honestly stay that way for a while until I find those last Pentagon cards that I want. But I have decided to move everything into a larger binder just because I am truly and genuinely running out of space in this little photo card binder. And that is mostly because I keep getting more cards in. So with CIX, I told myself that I wasn't going to be doing pre-order benefits, but I keep joining group orders because I don't know, to support friends and to get the albums that I like/want. And I think I'm inherently a hoarder, so I don't really mind having extra cards and extra albums as long as they're albums that I like, especially for CIX, because I just think the graphic design for their albums are impeccable and the packaging. But I will be moving everything out into a larger binder, so I'll be moving everything into a 9 pocket page. And I am laying everything out here because I just want to see how I can organize everything. I don't want to waste too much space by having, like, just having some albums on a small page. Like, I know that this album up here, I don't know their album names, but this album had 2 versions and only comes with these 4 inclusions. I am not going to just put those 4 on a 9-pocket page and call it a day. That is a waste of space for me. I don't have enough pages like that, and I don't have enough spacers to be comfortable doing that either. But what I will be doing is laying everything out here so I can see how I can organize everything. As you can see, I have a lot of cards. Luckily, this one was a gift. Oops. Is that not sleeved? That's sleeved. I'm not sure if anyone who watches these actually collects CIX, but CIX actually, they put all of their photocard names, they put all their album names on the back of the photocards. So when you put them all together, it does kind of make a sort of pattern. It doesn't really match up because there are 5 members, but apparently they messed up with this one because this album is called Be Okay. Oh, sorry, this album is actually called Okay Not, but they mislabeled the back, and you actually probably can't see this because my phone refuses to focus, but the back of these cards actually say Be Okay, which is the name of their last series. So these were mislabeled, unfortunately, but I think they fixed it for the pre-order benefits. Oops. This is another Hyunsuk photo card, pre-order benefit that I have. And ignore how messy the spread looks. I'm keeping it just because I'm putting everything away so soon. But here are the photo cards that I have gotten in. This was a gift from a friend. This cute little Hyunsuk. He was my bias until Seunghun absolutely wrecked me and then changed the way I perceived CIX forever. And these 2 were the pre-order benefits from the group orders of hers that I joined. And this is Seunghun's light stick photo card. The way that they have light sticks come with photo cards now is a sin. I hope they never do any fan signs associated with the light stick sales, because that would absolutely push me over the edge. But here is what I have for CIX, and I need to figure out how I want to organize these pages. So you can look at this terrible spread in front of you right now while I stand here and try to count everything out and see how I can make it look nice. So as you can see, based off of what you can kind of make out at the corner of the frame, is my piles that I decided to divide everything up into. So I have decided to do 5 pages, or actually only 4 pages of 8 photo cards each. And then I will just leave a center blank like this one. So do they actually end up being perfectly sorted according to era? They unfortunately do not, but I was happy to be able to get photo cards, to be able to get 8 photo cards out of everything. Was still like a little overlap, but let us see what I can do with everything. And this might drive people insane, but I will not be going according to album order either. I will try my best. I don't think it is fully possible, just because they come with such an odd number of photo cards per version. But I think I'm going to do something like this mirrored on the other side, so things kind of have some sort of a cohesive look to them. Are they perfect? No. Are they completely messed up according to eras? Yes. But does it look relatively okay on this page? To me it does, but I also sort according to color. So may not be the best person to go to when it comes to cohesiveness. I do have to say, I love these ID cards. I love how they actually committed to the bit and how these are incredibly thick. And what's funny is that you can see that Seunghun has a incredibly different complexion for both of these cards. But that's just editing for you. I am using regular penny sleeves for sleeving these. Penny sleeves are the ones that I use for all of my trades and stuff. Or what are these? I think these are, I don't know, but before COVID, when I bought all these sleeves, they were incredibly cheap. Now they no longer follow the name of penny sleeve, and I think they're a little more than a cent each. They're probably like 5 cents each now. But these are thin, good enough for my use here. So this is page 1, and I will use just a blank piece of paper for a spacer. I cut these all out before. Yeah, back to my original comparison about thick pages. This is the platinum page. This is the regular page. Definitely prefer the platinum. Here for my next page, I will be doing these photo cards. Please excuse me as I try to set these up. This also has to be one of my favorite photo card trends. Idols just holding drinks and holding props. Not sure why I think they're so fun. I think it's just because they are a slight variation upon the, the blank stare kind of photo card. But Seunghun's photo cards are actually, unironically, my favorite set out of any idol who I collect. I just think he's really cute and he makes them so fun. And you will definitely see that when I put away my next set of cards. And here we have this set. I like how his signature kind of looks like, or it does look like that music note. Very cute. And then for this next page, I have their end of their Be Okay trilogy, which is these photo cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I do think that I'm going to include these here as well. So this is a Hyunsuk pre-order benefit from that era. And this is their concert pre-order benefit for people who tried for the fan sign the last time they came to the US. I wasn't into CIX as much as I was now, so I did not try for the fan sign back then. Should I have? I don't know. See what I mean when I say he has some of the cutest photo cards? The cotton candy hair and the red panda plushie. Impeccable. I tend to put the cards that I don't like closer to the inside where the spine is, just because my eyes don't really get drawn to that area in the first place. So in this case, it would be these green ones. I'm just not a fan of the way his hair is styled. That's it. Here is this page. The Hyunsuk photo card does kind of take away from the overall aesthetic, but I'm not sure if there's a way for me to circumvent that. Let me try. You know, unironically, I actually like the way that this looks better. So this shall stay. I actually had more pieces of paper cut out. I used a regular, like a legit sleeve for this one. I don't have enough of these, so I'm probably just going to take this out later and cut more paper, because I don't want to buy more. And for my last page, which will definitely have some spillover, is from the latest era. So these are album photo cards. One's a pre-order benefit and one is a jewel case photo card. Not sure which one is which, but these will require some creativity to sort. While I, for one, am usually not a big fan of the red hair, I can appreciate, While I, for one, am not usually a big fan of the red hair, I can appreciate it on him, especially because it looks like he's wearing pretty heavy makeup in all of these photos as well, which I think contributes to how good the overall aesthetic is. And here you have it, my last full page of CIX. And in case you don't recognize some of these, album card, pre-order benefit, jewel case card, album card, first press photo card, pre-order benefit, and light stick card. So I actually have 2 extra Hyunsuk PCs that do not make the cut on any of these pages. So I will just be putting them randomly, which now defeats the whole purpose of all of my prior sorting. But they are so cute. And because this one is a gift, I will never sell or trade it, as is my theory. He's so cute. One of the reasons why I dropped collecting Hyunsuk is, one, seunghun is my bias now, and wanted to collect him, and I think Hyunsuk's photo cards are a little uninspired when it comes to poses. But this one is really cute, so I'm glad that he spices it up for pre-order benefits. I really like how this page looks. I now cannot get any more okay not photo cards because I don't want to mess this up. But this is actually everything. So this video ended up being a little longer than I anticipated. I will definitely be trimming it down. But I am glad that you hopefully stuck it out with me, and then I got to share a bunch of my little stories, such as my 17 friend story, my wjsn story, and watching me resleeve my entire CIX collection. I like this page so much, actually. Wow. I'm so impressed. Anyways, thank you all for watching. I hope you had a good time, and I hope you have fun adding to your own collections in the future as well.